The officer noted that initially the defendant was not even aware that he had been in an accident.
I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to say 50 kids. Do not drive, especially if you're a danger to my city. I'm going to give you one now, but there won't be.
You just heard a judge tell a man he wouldn't care if a building was on fire. He still couldn't drive. But the most terrifying part, the defendant didn't even know he'd crashed. This is the state versus Mr. Billings. In Harris County, police found 2 mangled, inoperable cars. Yet Billings was completely oblivious to the wreckage. He claimed he'd only had 2 beers. So why did his blood test show a staggering 0.17? How do you lose enough reality to miss a major car crash? With a year in jail at stake, the judge is about to decide if Billings is just a man who made a mistake or a ticking time bomb and a danger to the city. If you want to see how the legal system handles the thin line between a mistake and a catastrophe, hit subscribe for more real-life courtroom psychology. Let's head into the courtroom and see how this unfolded.
Okay, hi. Come on up. Yes, sir.
This is an off-docket case, Judge.
Okay, what's your cause number?
255-8479.
On Billings.
Yes, Judge.
Okay,
He is present here in the courtroom. Police made contact, did not arrest him until the blood test came back. The warrants have now been issued, so we're here to address that.
I'm bringing him up.
Yes.
You get the cause number?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Hey, this is a new case.
Sorry.
417-26.
This is a new case. 8479. You are Mr. Billings?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Billings, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine because of the high level of alcohol. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay, cool.
Thank you very much. It's not loading for me, just 1 second.
I've already computed some. Roxanne, did you get this cost number? I need to give it to you. It's a new case. 255-8479.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure. Let's go.
On December 7th, 2024, in Harris County, Texas, officers responded to a motor vehicle accident. The officer arrived and observed 2 vehicles that had been damaged and rendered inoperable. The defendant was ID'd by his Texas driver's license and ID'd to be the sole occupant and driver of the motor vehicle. The officer relocated the scene to a nearby parking lot to safely conduct the investigation. The officer determined the defendant was at fault for the accident after speaking with all the parties involved and reviewing information collected at the scene. The defendant stated he had left a bar called Sugar Room. The defendant stated he drank 2 beers at the bar. The officer noted that initially the defendant was not even aware that he had been in an accident. The officer observed the defendant to be lethargic and confused. The officer observed the defendant to have slurred speech, glossy eyes, and trouble maintaining their balance. The officer had to ask questions multiple times to obtain simple information from the defendant. The officer did not notice alcohol emitting from the defendant despite defendant's admission to drinking and defendant's apparent physical and mental impairment. The officer suspected the apparent impairment of the defendant could have been caused by some kind of narcotic. The defendant refused to perform standard field sobriety tests. The DIC was read. The defendant agreed to provide a blood specimen, and the lab results came back to a 0.17.
Okay. Any prior to WIs? And does he have a first and valid license?
Judge's license was recently suspended ALR. He will not be driving. He has a 90-day suspension.
Okay. I want you to understand something, Mr. Billing. I take this extremely serious. I don't care what you have to do in your life. If you do not have a valid license and liability insurance, you are not allowed to drive, and that is a condition of your bond. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to say 50 kids, do not drive. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Nothing you can say justifies getting into a car and driving. I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, likewise, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. You have a lawyer. Because you do, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with him and he'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If you get called upon to go take a test and you fail to go, a warrant will be issued for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. But now I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I will get you to Victoria where you'll sign a reset. After that, you'll get to Roxanne where you will get your bond conditions and then you're free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, come up, Mr. Billings. I didn't realize that. Thank you for saying something. All right, Mr. Billings, I'm going to give you a PR bond today. There's a warrant for your arrest, so I'll give you a PR bond today, but I want you to understand, I don't continue to give PR bonds after PR bonds, especially if you're a danger to my city. I'm going to give you one now, but there won't be multiple ones. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right,
Thank you, Judge.
done. Thanks.
All right, so it's have a seat and please follow the motion.
The judge handed down a PR bond, releasing Mr. Billings back into the city after one final stern warning. But here's the question. With a .17 BAC and 2 totaled cars, was this ruling too lenient? Comment below, Team Judge or Team Public Safety. Does everyone really deserve a second chance in a case this dangerous? If this case caught you by surprise, hit like. Share this with your friends who follow real-life courtroom drama.